Okay, I've not done a WWE or AEW video in a while, so there's a lot of stuff to unpack. So I'll begin first and foremost with DX going into the Hall of Fame. Good. That means by extension, Chyna is going into the Hall of Fame. Good. Her career deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Triple H has said it on podcasts, and now it's finally happening, which is good. They're going to headline. This allows Shawn Michaels to be another double inductee. Cool. Allows me to get a lot of names in. It's a big enough name group. And you know what? I'm waiting to see who does the induction and how they break up the speaking. So that's going to be really entertaining. NXT call-ups. Now, we've got the 4 that were called up just because the ratings were low. Cedric Gross was Aleister Black. Weird how they toned down a lot of the imagery. Now it's just the left-handed path instead of the left hand with all of the iconography on it. Makes sense. You want to be like, oh no, he's a good guy with all the weird symbols behind him. No, he's a good guy who is raised like a vampire out of a coffin surrounded by candles. Totally good guy. Totally good guy. Covered in tattoos, really menacing, great art, but totally good guy. He is a good guy. Ricochet. If Neville is the man that gravity forgot, I think that probably gravity was unaware that Ricochet exists. He is the human cheat code. At this point, I almost want. He comes out with Spider-Man inspired gear. I almost think he puts the mask on and just give him some web shooters, and that's it. He is a real life Spider-Man. Great story. I liked his bit on Raw where he was really excited to be there. So that's a good baby face. I came from Paducah, Kentucky, and look where I'm at now. If you work hard and you don't quit and you constantly persevere, boom, you will get here. Seeing Ciampa and Gargano team up kind of puts a damper on a lot of the NXT story, but we got to see them face the Revival in the bar, and it were solid matches. It's also great seeing Aleister Black take on Andrade. I'm occasionally throwing his last 2 names because it's an awesome combination of names. So Aleister Black got to work a match with his wife on the outside of the ring, which was interesting. Now the official call-ups. Nikki Cross. She's in catering. Lacey Evans walks down to the ring. EC3. And then Heavy Machinery. There's a lot of charisma. I think stakes and weights can work. But the going down the ring bushwhacker style, me expect that the crowd was Lafayette and they just did not care at all. But they're a good, strong, charismatic tag team. They've got a good ceiling when it comes to WWE tag team wrestling. So there's good potential there. When I first read 4 NXT call-ups, I was like, oh no, don't yank the Undisputed Era out. No, keep them in NXT. But, it's a way to try to pop ratings. Okay. Rumor has it they wanted to do Ricochet versus Finn Balor as a throwaway match on Raw. No, you build up to that match. You make people go, oh, you want to see 2 guys fight? You want to see 2 guys fight? You want to see them fight? Yep. Put it on the network. What? You want to see them fight? You get network free for 30 days on the network. Boom. Done. So now some AEW news. Tangentially, Undertaker will be working StarCast 2, which runs on the same weekend as AEW Double or Nothing. Now, StarCast and AEW are 2 different things. It's 2 different companies running things near each other. Conrad has said he's getting no money directly from AEW. Just two guys running something, overlapping each other because like, hey, you know what? You're bringing in a bunch of fans. I'm bringing in a bunch of fans. Boom. Let's make money together. If you're on a hire taker, he's only $25,000 an hour. Yep. So you're on a taker for 4 hours. It's $100,000. I don't know what he'll do for that length of time and for that much money. If you have the money to rent Taker for an hour or two, I say you do it. And let us know exactly what it is you do with him. If he just sits there and talks with you, if he will work on a motorcycle, if he'll watch some shoot fighting, if he'll shoot fight you. I don't know what he'll do. Maybe he'll take a friend of yours and he'll throw them inside a plexiglass and fill it full of concrete. I don't know what he'll do. Maybe he'll be prank phone calls with that. I have no idea. But on AEW. So there was a lot of talk about Nyla Rose. This, of course, is the transgender, bisexual, person of color wrestler. Now, I don't know the pronoun to use for Nyla. I don't know what the currently ascribed proper pronoun is, what pronoun Nyla prefers to go by, or what will be Nyla's preferred pronoun or the social preferred pronoun in the future. So I watched some of Nyla's matches. I'm going to try to use Nyla's name and not a pronoun. Very much a Haas style. So it's big power moves, ring gear setup similar to that of Kong or Karma if you never watched Awesome Kong or Amazing Kong. You know, really powerful sit-down powerbomb. I watched quite a few of Nyla's matches on YouTube. I was like, you know, if it's a big talking point, let's watch Nyla work. Because this is what it comes down to. Doesn't matter what it is you do away from the ring, within reason. It should be about your character, your persona, your ring work, your promo. It should be about all the things that you do from an entertainment perspective within the confines of that ring. A little bit outside the ring, but you know, as much as you're willing to share with what it is you do for that character. And you know, Nyla's got a good style. I'm looking forward to seeing what Nyla can do in AEW. Nyla has gotten a lot of flack. You know, it's the internet. I can say something mean to anybody that I want to because chances are I'm never going to meet that person. It's keyboard warriors, keyboard activists. You know, it's what Nyla can do in the ring. Yes, as a white, cis, heterosexual male, what Nyla does away from the ring, who she chooses to spend time with, that is her. That's her. Did I stop watching Big Bang Theory because Jim Parsons is gay? No. If you liked Ricky Martin, did his music sound different also when you found out he was gay? Probably not. This might have made more sense, but a person's decisions, what they do outside of the ring, should have very little bearing on what happens inside them, unless they bring that portion of their persona into the ring. Rumor has it Kenny Omega might be bi. Okay. It's part of the Golden Lovers angle. Rape kiss Kota Ibushi. Okay. I don't know Kenny personally. If that's what he chooses to do, fine. What he does in the ring is amazing. And that's why I like what Kenny Omega does. Once he leaves that ring and turns off the, you know, being the elite cameras, that's him. Same with Nyla. Once Nyla leaves the ring and the cameras are off, it's not on social media, she can do whatever she wants to legally do. Notice how I threw in a pronoun. Hopefully that is the pronoun that Nyla prefers to use and is a acceptable pronoun for Nyla. So if you're someone who wants to pick on someone online, don't. It's pointless. you're just making aggression for the sake of making aggression. Now, that's different between criticism. Different between criticism. If someone legitimately doesn't hurt somebody else, within reason, I'd throw that out there. But you should not be assaulting people basis decisions that they make that do not impact you at all from a personal, professional standpoint.